What is going on, everybody? Today we are back in Madden 25 with another challenge. Today we're doing the letter roster. We're gonna spin this wheel right here and then this wheel right here, and we have to match the position to the letter. So AK, if I get an M and then I go overhead and spin quarterback, then I can get Mahomes. It's the same with receivers. If I spin and I get M, I can get all the Moores, and then I can get like the Mitchells and all that. So of course we're gonna shuffle it up so you know it's not rigged, and we're gonna go ahead and spin. What is our first position going to be? Starting off, we're going to go ahead and spin tight end. Also, this is only for last names, so it's not first names. If I get K, or no, if I get G, then I can't get George Kittle, but I can get somebody with the last name starting with G. Okay, what is going to be our letter here? Come on now. Give me something good. A K would be interesting. An H, a K. Oh no, this is not. Oh wait, Kittle. We actually do get Kittle. Oh my god. To start it off, we got George Kittle. All right, so of course our first tight end is going to be George Kittle. And then our backup is going to be Cole Kmet. I don't hate that at all. And sitting at our third tight end is going to be Dalton Kincaid. Well, the wheel apparently is going to like us today if they're going to give me George Kittle backed up by Cole Kmet, one of my favorite tight ends in the league. And next up, we are going to start off with our O-line, keeping with the big boys. We get a left tackle. So K will stay on the wheel, and maybe we get it again. I don't know. All right, next up, we are going to get a left guard with the last name starting with a G. Wow, not a very... Okay, I can probably take this ad out. Thank you. Our first left tackle is not going to be very good. He's going to be a 73 overall. Tyler Guyton out of Dallas. And we got to hope that he does not get hurt because Connor Galvin is going to be our backup. All right, they just wanted to put me into check, and I respect that. That is a power move. Our next position is going to be a free safety with the last name starting with a nice, gorgeous S. Oh, wait, that could be really good. I feel like there's somebody really good. I don't know why. Ah, yes, we will be getting Harry the Hitman at an 87. That is a really good pull. Wow, and look at this pull backed up by Justin Simmons. I mean, that is a lethal duo. Wow, and I mean, they really helped me out there. And next up, we are going to move on to the most important position of the entirety of the video, and that is going to be our quarterback. I'm looking for an A here, an L, an M, a B, a G, an H, and we are going to get a V. Oh no, that is very bad. That might be actually the worst thing that we can get for a quarterback. We're cooked. Do you know how long it's been since I've had a good quarterback? Hold on, let me actually check. Let's check it out. We had Drew Lock, I think. No, this was Drew Lock. Okay, Russell Wilson was okay, but he didn't really count. I had a pretty good quarterback here. But these last few videos, I've had horrible quarterbacks. Wow. So going through the entirety of it, there's not a single quarterback whose last name starts with a V. We're gonna see if there's any first namers, and if not, then I don't know. And we also are drawing a blank at the first name. So should I respin, or I don't think I want to grab like a wide receiver, right? I'm gonna respin this wheel because I don't want to grab like an out of position player and then have like a 20 overall quarterback, and that is a million times better in L. So at the very least, we're getting Jordan Love, and Jordan Love we will get, and how he is an 84 overall, I don't think we will ever know. Backing him up is going to be Trevor Lawrence. I don't hate that at all. Well, they had their redemption, so now let's get something incredible, or just something that doesn't matter. And we are going to stick in the backfield, and we are going to get running back, which is also very important here. Give me a good running back here, guys. Please, there's so many to choose from. There's no way that I don't get a good one, right? Do not be a Z. Do not be a Z. Do not be a Z. And oh, actually don't know if that's good or not. Well, I'm scrolling here, and I'm at the part where I kind of hope that there isn't an O here. There is going to be a second page, but there's no O, then we got to respawn. And the first thing that I see when I turn it is going to be Dare Ogunbowale. No! I mean, like, this actually isn't that bad. I mean, he's fast, 88 speed, 87 acceleration. He's kind of weak, but, like, this is not that bad. He can't play receiver, though. He's just a fast guy. I mean, this isn't that bad if we use him correctly. But with that, there's only one of them, and I kind of need, you know, like 3 for my depth chart here. Okay, so that thing doesn't show, like, the whole story. It doesn't show free agents, so we're going to go into this. Also, I did check quarterback, and they're not. And there are actually 3 that we can pick up here. Are they all under 70 overall? You know. All right, so that was kind of a nightmare position right there. But what is going to be our next position? D-tackle. Okay, this could either be really good or really bad. What letter are we looking at here for our D-tackle? We're going to go with a B. That is really good if it sits. Okay, it will. B is really nice. So our D-tackle 3 is going to be Keanu Benton, followed up by Brian Brees, and finally the belle of the ball, DeForest Buckner, a demon. All right, way to go, Wheel. Next up, we are going to be getting a kicker. Oh, no, left end. Yeah, left end. Okay. Our left end is going to be starting with the letter R. We're really going back to V. Really? And we're going to expand all the defensive line with a V? Well, we actually are going to get a respin because there are 0 that start with a V. So after being the bearer of bad news for 2 straight Vs, we're going to be going to our new letter, and this is going to be an A. This should be good. We cannot get Aiden Hutchinson, but gotta be someone else. And we are going to get the duo of Zach Allen and Will Anderson Jr. Yeah, we should be good. All right, so coming off of a very good spin, what are we going to get next? We're going to get a right guard, trying to expand on that offensive line. I don't hate it. And what letter are we going to be getting today to help build our squad? It is going to be an M. Okay, that could be really good or really bad. Depends on, like, what position these guys play. For my thoughts, we might be adding another Bronco. And we certainly will, with Quinn Miners being an added addition. But he is the backup to the recently retired Zach Martin. This is going to be disgusting. And actually, the last time that I used this little chart that I'm using on my phone right now, Zach Martin was our guy. All right, so moving on to our next position, we are going to be getting a punter. Okay, this isn't bad. Yeah, we have not done any special teams yet, so this should be pretty fun. What letter are we going to be getting? We're going to be getting an F. This probably isn't that good. Well, we only need 1 punter, which is good because we only get 1 option, and that is going to be Jack Fox. And what is going to be our next position? Another all-offensive lineman. I don't know why I just added an accent. We're going to get our center. And our center is going to have the incredible last name starting with a K. Oh, this might be good or bad once again. Well, we won't have to compare overalls because there are only 2 centers available with this name. Actually, there are 3. Whoa. Starting off with Ted Karras, who is backing up Ryan Kelly, which is not bad at all. Next position on the chopping block is going to be our other special teams, and it's going to be kicker. And that letter for the kicker is going to be, if it's X, we're probably not getting a kicker. We're going to have to respin. It's a W, though, which I think we do have one. It will be, but that's not great. We're going to get a free agent, and that's going to be Matthew Wright. Surprisingly, we have not gotten any of the killers yet, aka wide receiver or corner, because those take so long to do. We're going to get another offensive lineman here. We're going to get right tackle. Hey, we love our big boys here. Come on. And who is it going to be representing for the position? The T's. This is actually probably pretty good. Starting off, we're going to get Jawan Taylor, who could probably smell this coming from a while away. And we got a bang with Zach Tom. Hey, listen. True legends will remember him. From Washeed Rocker. You guys know, you know. And he was good for us in that video. Alright, so only a few positions left to fill out, and we are going to get a defensive position right outside linebacker. A very important position at that, and what is our guy's name going to be? It's going to be an H. That is really not that bad. Starting up, we are going to be getting Derek Hall, and in another big boom, we got Alex Highsmith, bordering a 90. Once again, we are staying away from the poison, which is nice, and we got middle linebacker. Okay, we're going to stay with our linebacking core. And if it can be as good as the H's were to us, then I think we're in business with defense. And it is going to be, oh my god, please be an S. There are so many common last names that start with S. That's a bang. And first off, we have Roquan Smith. I just thought of that. Starting off, we have Alex Singleton, who will be backing up Robert Spillane. And we get our first, oh wait, not our first, actually. We finally get a really standout player in Roquan Smith at a 94. I mean, that was truly clutch. That's just something generational. And we're finally going to get one of the dreaded duo. Wide receiver. This could be really good or really bad. Give me like an M, maybe another S, a T. I feel like a T could be good. Oh, a J for Jefferson Hill. Oh no, that is very bad. And receivers are probably gonna have 3 of these out. Well, at least I don't have to go through a bunch of names, right? Oh wait, actually there's 3 of them, but I need 5 for my challenge. meaning that we get the respin because there's only 3 and I need 5 for my spreadsheet. So who's gonna be next? And we're going to Q. Oh no, wait, H. Oh my God, we're gonna get Tyreek Hill. Starting off higher than I thought we would. We are starting with Deontay Hardy, followed by an all-time great in DeAndre Hopkins. Then somebody who's once thought to be a generational talent, and I mean, he's still got a lot of career left to prove it, Marvin Harrison Jr. And here's where it gets nutty. We are the Bengals. T. Higgins and a top 5 receiver in Tyreek Hill. This is disgusting, and Jordan Love can throw as many haymakers as he wants because we're coming down with him. And what are we going to be hopping into next? Fullback. I thought that I didn't have it on here. Oh, I didn't have it on my chart. You know what? We're going to run with it, though. With a C. I think there's probably someone. And there is one, Jason Cabinda. The final 5 positions. Are we ready? We're going to get a right end. And we're only going to have... Oh, wait. Actually, we only have 1 offense position left, not 1 defense. Let us finish out this crazy good D-line with a good right end. Our letter is going to be M again. And this is actually probably going to be good. Pretty common letter. Our right ends are not horrible. First off, we have Jacob Martin. And then we have the great Von Miller. If we could get prime Von Miller, that would be ideal. He's been in the league for 13 years. That is insane. I just want to say thank you guys for sticking along this long. We're not going to play a sample game. We're just going to kind of sim the season. But this has been a fun one, and we're going to get cornerback. Let's secure the skies. The question of who secures the skies is still available. And who's it going to be? Ooh, L could be a really good one. L could be of Marshawn Lattimore. I can't think of anybody else, but it could be good. Starting off, we have David Long Jr., followed by somebody who could progress really well, Kaimi Lassiter, followed by Jordan Lewis. And now we get to our big name guys, starting off with Diamador Lenore and Marshawn Lattimore. Only 3 positions left. Who will go first? Our last offensive position, the left guard. Who is going to have the name starting with a C? This should be elite. Not as great as I would have wanted, but starting off we have Lyle Collins and Ezra Cleveland. Well, which one is going first? Strong safety, so we're going to save left outside linebacker for last. What is going to be our first? We got to end this out strong. I feel like this team is pretty good, honestly, but it could be improved, especially with a good safety. We're going to get an H, I think. Yeah, an H. So starting off, we will have Talanoa Hufanga. And in a great turn of events, we are going to get a 90 overall Kyle Hamilton. And I did not remove strong safety, so that's not good. And it's going to get left outside linebacker anyway. That's great. Who is our left outside linebacker going to be? It's been a long one. It's been over an hour for me. It's going to take another few hours to make this video. And we are going to get an S outside linebacker. That should be nice. So starting off for our final position, we are going to be getting Preston Smith. And following him will be Nolan Smith. And I might have lied. We have 1 letter left. And that is going to be for our team. Heck yeah, guys. This is incredible. We are going to get M. That's not incredible. Not M. There are no teams that serve them. I just double checked. Okay, next up. Oh, wait, Eagles. Oh, my God. Please go. It's not going to go. It's going to be Z, and there's no Z team, except for the Zebras who help the Chiefs. All right, come on now. Animation just stopped. Going to get H. Is there one that starts with H? Am I casual here? And it's going to give us C. Really? Are we really doing this? I have to now choose a C team. So I'm going to choose this based off of record. Wait, this is actually elite. We are going to get the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs, which gives us the Chiefs bias. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. All right, and I'll see you guys in about a week when I get this team finished. All right, so starting off with our worst thing, we're going to start off with our special teams. I mean, it's not horrible. You know what I mean? It's not horrible. Then we go over to offense, because that is our second best behind our defense. Running back can use some work, you know. Oh wait, this is Cabinda. Oh, that's why he's a free agent. I'm now seeing it. Jordan Love is pretty good. Our receivers are elite. I mean, you have 96, 86, 84, and 79. I mean, that is incredible, truly. Our offensive line is also really good. We have almost everybody above an 80. The only guy who's not is Juwan Taylor, but, you know, it's fine. Including 2 90 pluses and 1 who has an ability, which is actually insane. Tight ends are really good. Our 1, 2, 3 punch is actually insane. And I think it's great that we have KC because we could use our tight ends a lot. Also, we have a built-in Worthy. You know what I mean? We have our Xavier Worthy. Okay, so defense, which is the better side of the ball, has literally no weaknesses. Starting off, corners are absolutely incredible. 87, 82, and 81 is really good. D-line is really solid. I mean, I'd love having a 75 star at backup. Will Anderson and DeForest Buckner should create unbelievable pass rush. Our linebackers are also incredible, 290 pluses, and then, I mean, Nolan Smith is just going to increase like crazy. Same with Kyle Hamilton, who's already a 91. Hufang is really good, and then this duo right here is elite. So without further ado, I am going to hop into one game, and I'm just going to show you guys a summary of each drive, just because I like having a little bit of gameplay in my videos. I know I personally sometimes watch videos just for gameplay. So we're going to generate our random game, and then we're just going to hop in. All right, so we're just going to spin this up, and we're going to get game 11. And we are 7-3 at week 12. We are playing the 2-8 Panthers. We are currently second in the division, which is actually insane. I mean, the Chargers are doing elite. I do think that they have a few of our guys. But yeah, let's just hop in. Of course, by the way, the jerseys are randomized and the stats are all getting deleted after the game, just so we can impact their fate and that the game can look better. And with this jersey spin, it definitely does. All right, so here is your overlay. We're going to start off with a Panthers drive. Chuba Hubbard is going to take a screen. The furthest that they go, Bryce Young rolls back off his back leg. He throws to a double covered receiver, one of which having an ability, and he gets a touchdown, which is absolutely unbelievable. I still can't believe that it happened. George Kittle off the slam route. He's going to take it for a nice little gain before Jordan Love steps back and throws a nice little corner route. DeAndre Hopkins proves that he still got it, and the extra point ties it up. I'm still stumped over that, and then Bryce Young once again continues to play like he has the greatest brain to ever live, even though I think he was pretty smart. Jordan Love is going to roll out. He's going to hit DeAndre Hopkins once again. Next play is going to be a field goal because we were not able to convert. We weren't doing that well. Bryce Young gets sacked, 3rd and 16, which led to a punt just one down later. And yeah, you can kind of see how this game is going to start to go right here. All right, Jordan Love, play action, and he's down. Yeah, it was not great. And just to end the half, just a little Hail Mary attempt, because why not? Starting the half, we did get the ball back, and I saw Tyreek Hill into single coverage. Of course, we're going to throw that, because why not? And then a little bit later, Jordan Love will roll out and, kind of just turn into Bryce Young and throw a absolute laser. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game. Bryce Young is going to head off to Chuba Hubbard, who's going to get stopped, which just showed exactly what happened for another great 3-down performance before a punt back to our boy Tyreek. I love spinning. It's just fun. Jordan Love looking, firing, and Danny Phantom is in the room because the ball just glitched through my receiver's hands and into the hands of a Panther. Yeah, this game is not fun. I guess that all the critics are right. We get sacked, leading us to have to punt on the very next drive. You're starting to see how this is going, right? This is, starting to see how the game isn't liking me. Bryce Young throws the laser beam, but gets tackled on 3rd and 3. It's a forced fumble. Will Anderson Jr. hops on top of it because he's that guy. A big pass over to T. Higgins, which is stopped on the 1-yard line. And, we had to get that 68 overall touchdown, which, I mean, come on now. I mean, we love to see the losers win. I guess there is red and blue on the field, which is why we had Superman being portrayed by Roquan Smith there as we get punted the ball once again. This is the most punts that I've seen in a really long time. Guess we're evenly matched with a bad team. Jordan Love scrambles and finds a way to the 1st down. And is that Helen Keller over there? Nope, it is Jordan Love. And yeah, we are going to go on a little bit of a repeat here for the 2nd pick 6 of the game. That one, a horrible read by me. This was filmed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So, By the way, the following week, not just the following week, the weekend after that following weekend, and I also took another break weekend before doing this. This is like a 4-week project now. Tyreek Hill, an absolute disgusting route before Dare Agumbawale, his 2nd of the game, because he's that guy. I mean, he's always been that guy. Bryce Young is going to roll out before, not using his brain that much, and then he is going to throw the ball, and of course, 35 seconds left in the game, and he throws a Hail Mary bomb caught. Yeah, this was not fun. I don't understand how this happened. I literally played the defense that we'd done all game, and they finally found a way to break it, I guess. A kick return. There's only one reason why I showed a kick return, right? And, oh, I guess that's not it. Well, then that means this has to be the touchdown, right? It has to be. Hail Mary. Yeah. So another interception. Oh, wait till you see this. Boom. O-lineman. Just shake it off. Taylor Swift style. Before somebody who kind of looks like Taylor Swift makes a tackle in George Kittle. And that ends it. So we end up finishing the season at a 12-5 record, which puts us tied for first place in the division, but we did get the tiebreaker, really 2 seed in the AFC, right behind the Bills and above the Ravens. And let's just go ahead and see how this game goes. We're just going to skip past the wild card. I'm going to start doing that because it's making my stuff way too long, and we lose in the wild card. Okay, well, that's probably not the best. And we are negative $81 million in cap. That is actually insane. The Jaguars end up beating us, but let's just go ahead and check out stats. Oh my God. Chiefs bias Jordan Love puts up 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions, 77% completion. I don't know if you realize how crazy that is. There are 9, I'm pretty sure, other quarterbacks in the league who have ever done this in the history of the NFL. He makes it 10. And that is actually insane. Watch Patrick Mahomes still try and win it somehow, if he's not on the Chiefs. I just have to make sure he was first. Okay, he was first by a mile. Wow. Probably doesn't help when your running back is Dare Agumbawale. Oh, wow. He is 10 times worse than I thought he'd be. 219 carries for 594 yards and 5 touchdowns. 3 fumbles, 2.7 yards per carry. I genuinely think this is the worst 17-game stretch for running back that I've ever seen as a starter. This is actually insane. Like, this is beyond horrible. Receiving wise, oh my God. We had 4 different 1,000-yard receivers. This is insane. 101 receptions, 1,300 yards, and 9 touchdowns for Tyreek Hill. George Kittle, 100 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And oh my God, T. Higgins, 100 yards, or 100 receptions, 1,100 yards, 17 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins, 87 catches, 1,000 yards, and 17 touchdowns. These two combined have over 30 touchdowns, and they don't even lead our top 2 yardage. That is unbelievable. This team is something else. All right, blocking-wise, who gave up our sacks? 6 from Jawan Taylor, expected. 6 Zach Tom, 4 Zach Martin, 3 Quinn Mirnes, and 1 for Ryan Kelly. Wow, he actually had a very good season. Overall, though, blocking is very good. Blocking has been very good. 120 tackles from Roquan Smith. Wow, what a season. 80 from Kyle Hamilton, 77 from Harrison Smith. TFL-wise, 12 from DeForest Buckner, 10 from Will Anderson Jr., 8 from Alex Highsmith, very good pass rush apparently, 14.5 sacks DeForest Buckner, 6 Zach Allen, 5.5 Alex Smith. It's again, very good pass rush. 7 picks from Roquan Smith. We're talking about a very possible defensive player of the year. 120 tackles and 7 picks is unbelievable. 5 for Marshawn Lattimore, 5 for Justin Simmons. I mean, we've built the no-fly zone. Deflections, 11 for Roquan. I mean, he could very possibly win this. Marshawn had 11, and then 10 for Kaimi Lassiter. I told you that he'd be nasty. We had 3 forced fumbles on the year, 1 from Harrison Smith, 1 from Nolan Smith Jr., and 1 from Zach Allen. Going to block kicks, we had 1 from Alex Highsmith. That is actually very cool. A safety out of Will Anderson, which is nice. And a touchdown out of Marshawn Lattimore. Very obviously off an interception, but that's awesome. Kicking-wise, how did Matthew Wright do? 96% extra point and 93% field goal. That is very good. Nothing blocked. And he had a long of 57. That is very, very nice. Only 15, though. That's kind of crazy. Punting-wise, Jack Fox, 44 punts, 2,200 yards, 2,100 net yards, which is actually very good, I think, comparing yards and net yards. And then 11 within the 20, 11 touchbacks. Once again, I think that's pretty good. Kick return, Deontay Hardy had 4 for 103. It's pretty good, I think. 3 for 64 from Mecole Hardman. Not supposed to be on this team, but it's fine. 21 for 229, and a touchdown from Tyreek Hill. He did have a punt return touchdown. That's actually crazy. And that's going to do it from stats, and we might just get an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year, which is actually insane. So let's check out the year-long review. And now we are $20 million more in cap space. When you think about that in millions, that's kind of crazy. The Texans beat the Packers in the Super Bowl. It's their first Super Bowl ever, and C.J. Stroud wins Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP is Josh Allen. He had 500 less yards. Are you kidding me? How many touchdowns could he have possibly had? Sean McDermott wins Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. Defensive Player of the Year is Derek Brown. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Rome Odunze. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is Edgerrin Cooper. We're checking out Josh Allen right now. We did the same thing last video where we just got snubbed. Okay, well, last video was just because somebody... Oh, hello. And my controller died. Well, my controller is not going to reconnect, so we're going on to computer. What? What? It cannot be the interceptions, right? 13 compared to 50 is not that bad. 4,500 passing yards, 42 touchdowns. Listen, I'm not saying that's not a great season, but he had less completion percentage, a few less interceptions, 8 less touchdowns, and 5,000 less yards. Okay, look at this. Literally every single one. Look how many interceptions. 17, 17, 12, 14, 16, 19, 12, 10, 15, 16, 12, 30 out of Jameis. 12, 15, 12. I had 13, which is like just in the middle. This is unbelievable. This is a snub of a lifetime. But that is going to do it for the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. And this team is lethal.